live. I don't have any moderators. But hey, I'm live. Happy spring, happy April. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Um, I'm actually recording this live, but I am not live. So you can say hi to me, hello, do your shout outs. Where are you watching me from? City, state, country, what's going on? So I decided to go ahead and um, and go live. This will be my second time, and I said, let me just do this now because I'm sitting here and I have all of these thoughts, all of this stuff on my plate, and there's never gonna be the perfect time to do anything, no matter what. So I planned to go live last week and start my master classes, but guess what? Sinus, got sick. Now I sound like this. And this could go on for the rest of the week. So I said, you know what? Let's just go. Let's just do it. So anyway, I wanted to start a conversation tonight about mindset. I kind of, tiptoed around it a little bit in the last live, but I really want to talk about the mindset um, as that being the first of several master classes that I'm going to start posting and hoping to share my thoughts and my knowledge with everyone and hoping to get some feedback. Um, but when I talk about the mindset, it's not, it is number one, it is about what your thoughts are. What are you thinking? What do you think about, in this case, what do we think about money? What do we think about our time? What do we think about jobs, careers, investments? What do we think about the quality of life and the lifestyle that we want to live, our families? What type of people you want to be around? It is really the thoughts around really your existence. What do you say to yourself when you're by yourself? The positive thoughts and the negative thoughts. Because this is the thing that's going to start the wheels turning for you in your journey and in your path. And not just start it, even if you're on your path, you've been working on things, accomplishing things, your mindset is what keeps you going. It can pull you out of you know some struggles. It helps you bounce back quickly, fast. I mean, it's going to determine how you react to things by having you know your thoughts be very intentional. So what does that look like? Okay. So yes, I am multitasking. This is going to be these master classes that I'm recording live are just going to be me talking, just sharing and inviting you to comment. And because I have to multitask on things, hey, there may be some lag, but we're going to work on it. We're going to work on it as we move forward. So, okay. All right, we'll do that in just a second. Now, I really did not start to do any mindset exercises until later in life because I always thought of myself as a overly optimistic person. That was just my personality by nature growing up. I always look forward to the future. I always look forward and embrace change. I always, when a problem pops up, I go right into resolution mode. And I was one of those people that would create to-do lists for myself and just get excited checking off stuff. But at the same time, I was that person that if I wasn't able to check something off of my to-do list, and these are like accomplishments with school, education, money, jobs, savings, and things like that, I really took it hard. I would just be so devastated that I worked so hard and I still wasn't able to accomplish whatever it was, and it would take me a long time to kind of like reassess the situation and get back on that, get back on that plan and re-strategize. I mean, there are some times I remember in the past completely falling off. If someone told me, no, you can't do this or you can't do that, I just took that as that's the way it is. I remember trying to go to college and apply for financial aid, and the lady at the office said that if I was under 25, that my parents would have to fill out my financial aid papers. That and I said, well, what if, you know, what if they won't? She said they have to. If they won't fill out your financial aid papers, then you'll have to pay cash out of pocket for school. You won't be able to get financial aid. And I was just devastated. I thought that that was it. And no one told me, no one corrected it. No one said, girl, what the hell is she talking about? You better talk to somebody else. Like, no one said anything. Because I remember sharing this with people and they just said, what? She told, and that was it. But fast forward years later, I realized that this woman, she may have had, maybe someone told her that, but there are other ways around things. There are other ways of, what do they say? There's more ways to skin a cat. That because she told me that information that may or may not have been true, it delayed my education because I was paying for my classes out of pocket with my little salary, my little minimum wage, retail and fast food jobs, 1 and 2 classes at a time, and it was not easy. So just something like that. So when you think about yourself going to ask someone something, nowadays you need to ask five people the same question and make it an open-ended question and just let them talk, give you information. You're going to come away with 5 different answers more than likely. Take the meat and leave the bones. Whatever it is that's on your list of things to do, you should never take no for an answer. I don't care what anybody says. You ask somebody else. Ask somebody else. When you get enough answers that you, and along with your own self-education, you can now make some type of informed decision to make some type of move. All right. And that's with everything. Even when you think you know the answer, there's so many developments and new things that come about. Always still ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. But that's also goes back to that being a mindset thing, is to constantly look for the answer. Constantly look to solve whatever problem that's going on in your mind, going on with yourself, whatever these things are that keeps you from moving forward. So one of the mindset exercises, let me answer this question. Um, Okay, sorry, y'all. All right, so one of these mindset exercises I ran across was it said to write down five five things that you wanted to accomplish. 3 to 5 things. And I'm going to pull this up one day. I don't have it pulled up right now. I want to pull it up and actually write down the exercise so I can quote who who said that. So you're going to write it down. Okay, like just say, "Hey, this year I am going to buy a new house. I am going to pay down debt. I am going to get a new job." And you just say that. You're going to get up in the morning, it's going to be there on your sticky note. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to pay down debt. I'm going to get my new job. I'm super excited. And you're going to say that every day. Take it to work. You're going to say it in the car. You're going to say it at your desk, in your cubicle. You save it on your phone. Just say it all the time. Record a memo of you saying that and play it all of the time. Say it out loud. I believe in the universe, okay? I believe in spirits. I believe in it attracting exactly what it is that you say. So many of us are living the exact dream that we said 20 years ago. Oh, I just want a little house. I just want a little car. I just want a little job. You said that 20 years ago. And guess what? Guess what you have? Exactly what you said. Your little house, your little car, your little job. Okay? And you have been gainfully employed with a roof over your head, driving that little car for 20 years because you said it, you manifested, and you got exactly what it is that you have. I just want a little family. I just want to go on a little date. And that's exactly what happened. Do that when it comes to your personal development and your money and your household. Okay? The same thing. But instead of saying little, just say what it is. And then just say that. Do this for 21 days, 3 weeks. All of a sudden, you will find yourself going to a first-time home buyer seminar. If you're already a homeowner and you're looking for all of a sudden somebody's going to invite you to some networking event for real estate. Something is going to happen. There's going to be a shift. It starts with what you think and what you say. If you say that you want to buy a house, you should have an account on Redfin. You should have an account on Zillow. You should be looking at houses. You should be out driving every single weekend. Every single weekend, you should be at somebody's new home development. Like, you cannot sit up here talking about you want to buy a house and you're not actively out, not just looking online. You've got to be at these new home subdivisions talking. Hey, I'm interested in buying a house in the upcoming year. What's going on? What do I need to have? What are the promotions? What are the specials? Do y'all have any buyer incentives? You should be, and this is going to be the next masterclass, already having your spreadsheet with your vendors and your budget. Don't let anybody tell you they need to pre-qualify you. I mean, they can tell you, but you need to pre-qualify yourself. Okay? You need to pre-qualify yourself. Be in control of yourself. Not waiting for them to call you. You should already know. So that's going to be an upcoming master classes about pre-qualifying yourself. You do your own underwriting. All right? I'm gonna show you how I do mine. How I did mine and how I helped other people do theirs. Nothing is that hard. If you've made it this far in life, nothing is that hard. But let me tell you, you can change your mindset, and shift your thinking and shift your whole life in a blink of an eye with just being in the right places, asking for the right things, meeting the right people, I know right now that everything I need, any connection that I need, I know right now, and just my Facebook friends alone, everybody is right there. Every contact, any attorney, tax professional, any type of doctor, mechanic, any and everybody is right there. That's going to be another masterclass where we're talking about relationships, networking, and building, asking for leads and help, and doing business with people that you already know. Another masterclass. But anyway, going back to writing down those few goals, things that you want to accomplish. Start with the first one. Start with one of them, and now make about 3 to 4 action items. Like, what are you going to do? If you want to buy your first house, if you want to buy your first house, then of course you're going to be getting your budget together. You're going to be pulling your credits and doing credit monitoring and getting your action plan for your credit. You're going to have that down payment and closing cost account to the side. How much do you need on estimate? And you're going to set up your game plan and start shifting extra funds over that way, so that when you find the house, not if, not maybe, when you find the house, you're ready to put in your offer and set your closing date, right? If you're planning on buying a house, you should be decluttering your house right now, selling everything that you don't need, throwing out trash. Go ahead and get you some boxes. Seriously, get you some moving boxes. Start cleaning up. Start. Hey, if this is your first time, set up your housewarming registry. Seriously, you have to start thinking like it's happening right now, and make those words that come out of your mouth be action words. It's happening now. We're going to be moving soon. We're looking for a house. We are, saving up money for our new house. When we move into our new house, when I cut the lawn at my new house, I'm going to need a power washer to keep my new house clean. you know, already start in putting things in positive, forward moving direction. Those are going to be your words. When you say it, when you hear it, you're going to start to think it and believe it. You are brainwashing yourself to believe that you can have anything it is that you desire. Although I was overly optimistic my entire life, there became a time where I kind of plateaued. I just kind of like, okay, let's just stay here for now. Let's just coast. That's all I was doing, is just getting by, knowing that that was not the life that I wanted to live. I'm not doing what I want to do. It's not anything bad. It's not exactly what I want to be doing, you know? So I said, I've got to change this. So I really started mindset exercising probably about, I want to say maybe 2015. Around 2015 is when I said, I've got to do something else. I've got to make some changes. So let me try to, what do I have that I can, okay, how am I going to say this? Based on where I was at that time, what could I do to change my life? That was the question. I'm looking around the house like, what do I have? What do I have? What can I do? And I said, I don't need to stress out about anything else. I just need to focus on something I can do with what I have right here, right here. Physically, what can I do right here? And the more I just asked that question and I prayed about it and I said, just send me something. Something has to come to me because I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. I have no earthly idea. At that time, I was in my car about 17 hours a week in a commute going back and forth to Buckhead for work, sitting in a cubicle 8 hours a day. So I didn't come in contact with really anyone. If you weren't walking across the parking lot to your car at the same time that I was, hey, I'm not talking to anyone. Okay? So, something had to present itself. So that's really when I got more active on social media. And I said, I'm going to have to use social media as my way to connect with people because, hey, I'm stuck in on this hamster wheel of work, home, work, home, work, home. I now have this little baby and I'm not all over the place. I can't just go meet up, after work or meet for lunch. No, 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 no. All that is over. But guess what? That by me saying and constantly saying, what do I have right now? Hey, and talking, someone presented an opportunity, and that opportunity was the one thing that really helped shape the change in my mindset. By me starting to, book travel from home, that put me around people who talked about money for the first time ever. Like outside of me working at the bank and outside of me being a real estate agent, outside of that, this was the first time that I'm around people just like me. We're all the same age. We all have children. We're all trying to just, make extra income from home and travel at the same time. But also, that's the first time that I met people talking about how to set up your business and tax deductions and using you traveling to all these different places on business. You can write off many of these expenses. This was the first time, okay? And just that whole experience, everything, I took it very serious. That's when I learned about marketing, sales and marketing. I learned about search engine optimization. I learned about Google ads, Facebook ads, so much, all because I was open. I was open to an opportunity. I was open to listen. I was open to try something, you know? So often we're stuck in a rut and we won't even trust. We won't even try. We won't even listen. We won't even go see. Nah, I never went. Nah. That's why nobody want to be inviting people's places sometimes. Everybody, and I know how it is. You get tired. You're complacent. You're tired. Some things you think you're not interested in, but it's really you just don't know enough about certain things. I mean, I was like that myself at a point. I'm kind of always interested in all kinds of things. I'm one of those people that I know so many random things about things that people are like, girl, where do you even get this information from? I'm, you know, before I became the cubicle person, I was out in the open. I was very social and I was out. And you talk to so many people, you meet people, they invite you places, you get invited to an event, and next thing you know, you are submerged in a lifestyle that you would have never known anything about if it wasn't for you being open and communicating with other people. Someone is always going to invite you someplace. You just have to be ready to say absolutely and yes. What time? So I want you to I want you to, if you haven't already, even if you have this mindset and starting with goals, this is something that everyone should do all the time. Quarterly, yearly, and don't have too many. Don't have too much on your plate that it's overwhelming. Break it down. Have some, personal development, financial goals. And this is just about you and your personal development. Rather it's working out, exercising, getting in shape, starting to eat a cleaner life, you know, and meeting some new people, some fresh energy, whatever the people is. You want to meet people that like to hike. You want to meet people that like to run. You want to meet people that are into the arts. Whatever it is, you have to be intentional about it. I mean, in this 2025, it just seems that so many things are just so crazy right now. I feel like you have to be intentional with everything. Otherwise, you'll be so distracted and be led astray. It's so easy. There's so many things going on. I'm often distracted as well about so many things. So I have to stay focused. So that's the writing down the goals, saying it out loud, speaking it, and I want to know about some of those. So feel free to leave them in the comments. I definitely try to integrate the mindset in with other master classes so that that's something that's just it's something that you're going to be aware of. Once you start it, you will forever be aware of these exercises. Along with mindset, I also listen to mindset recordings. Like I have a YouTube playlist that I have some of my favorite mindset, motivation, speeches, seminars, things like that. I encourage you to do the same. Go out there and find, just search mindset motivation for whoever you are. See what comes up. Keep looking and searching and listening until you find someone that resonates with you. It's going to be a feeling that right here is going to hit you in the gut. You're going to have tingles. Like it's going to be something that hits you. Fall asleep listening to a mindset playlist. There's something that's going to wake you up in the middle of the night. You're going to hear something that I'm telling you, it will change your life. And it may not happen right away, but when you continuously do it, something is going to happen because you're brainwashing yourself while you sleep. I should have said this 20 minutes ago. Play the mindset playlist while you're sleeping to fall asleep in it. Play it. It's feeding your mind with positive thoughts even while you're sleeping. Play it while you're cleaning up in the house. Play it all the time if you can. Turn off any low vibrational music. I know, baby. I know we love our music. Lord have mercy. But let me tell you something. A lot of it is low vibrational. It's not feeding your soul at all. It feels good. It sounds good. Hey, I love trap music too, but I am not playing that in my house. I'm not playing that until, hey, on the weekend when I'm done for a couple of hours. We it's limited. You have to limit it. All right. So you're going to be looking at positive things, speaking positive things, watching your words and what you say about yourself, constantly feeding yourself. So that's something that I do even when I'm just kind of like in this low sunken place. I tend to get in this low frequency. I just feel so tired, and I think it's a seasonal thing around the, the end of the year, the beginning of the year, January, February, March. And that's when, that may be a time for you anytime where you really, okay, let's get our fresh juices, eat a little lighter, let's write out our goals, let's listen to some positive mindset motivation and keep it going for as long as you can. You will start to feel the change. All right. So I am going to encourage everyone to like, follow, subscribe, comment, and let me know if how you feel about mindset. What are some of the things that you do to keep yourself going and motivated? And what are some things that you want to do? All right. So on the next master class, I'm gonna answer anybody's questions or comments that you've left on this one. I'll answer them on the next one, and then I'm gonna go right into our financials. Our mindset plays a very big role in the type of money that we ask for, the type of money that we require, the type of money that we think like we're worth. And I mean, no one ever talks about it, but if you think that I just need a little check, well, that's exactly what you're going to be offered, is a little check. You cannot talk like that when it comes to your time, your skills, your mind, your expertise, your energy on any project anyone calls you on. Now, unless you feel like you're not worth anything. If you feel like you're not, what you bring is not where you want it to be, that's okay. That's okay. Admit it, but know where you want to go. So if you say, maybe I don't have the skills yet, but I will be acquiring them quickly. Still think as if you already have those skills, but make sure you get them. All right. And so I'm going to talk about the money aspect on the next one, because that is, once the mindset, that is number one. Number two is going to be our budget. Our budget, our financials, those are, in my opinion, the two most critical and often overlooked steps that most people that I know, well, I'm not going to say most, a lot of people that I've encountered, they don't do those two. Even there's people that make lots of money, their financials are a wreck and their mindset is a wreck, but they are great at what they do and they have skills. So yes, they're able to obtain it, but now at the same time, they're losing money right and left and right, losing money and still not feeling good. Money isn't everything. You want your mind and your money to be well balanced so that you can ultimately have a well balanced lifestyle. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. We're right at 35 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave some feedback, and I will see you on the next one. What is this? What did I hit? Okay. Oh, I didn't have my retouch on. It's probably where I felt the look in the mirror and I'm so shiny. But anyway, it's okay. We're gonna get really good at this whole live thing, and I can't wait until we're there. But I'm gonna keep practicing. All right, bye. Well, if I can figure out how to stop the stream.